collective, what is going on? Welcome to the channel. I am Deborah. This is Purusha Intuitive, and we're going to be looking at the energy for this next week-ish. So let's get into it. So I hope the weekend went well for you. It was good for us. I had my son's birthday party, which was so much fun. Now we're getting back into, the garden grind. I have the window open tonight too because there's this beautiful rainstorm, but there's also apparently some traffic coming through. So I apologize for the sound effects. So we'll start off with this energy cleansing. It's such a great way to set the tone, the vibe for the reading. Remove any blocks, obstacles, places of illusion that we can't really see things clearly. This is also a really good time to set your own intention. If you have specific messages that you would like Spirit to deliver, questions to be answered, etc., now is definitely the time to bring those to Spirit. And with that, we will get going. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is blocking the highest and best messages from coming through. Fear, doubt, anxiety, lack of worth, lack of value. Cleanse those from our being. Help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit guides, guardian angels, Mama Love, the best. We all need that extra love. Amen. All right, so interestingly enough, the energy's been a little bit wonky. We kind of had a good week last week. And then things started shifting as the weekend came to light. And even looking at things astrologically, like there's a lot of support on the surface level, the surface value, but the things that we are trying to change on a deeper level are coming into some challenges. And right now, when I look at Pluto in retrograde, it's a time of testing what we've learned, testing our knowledge, testing how committed we are to the path. Not the most fun energy to be in, right? Pluto will be in retrograde until October, so we have some time. Be gentle with yourself. Don't try to force the issue. But I'm hearing this value of awareness. Be aware. Be aware of not only the people, places, and things in your life that need adjusting, that need change, but also the places that we are telling ourselves certain things, that we're buying into bad beliefs, bad habits, patterns, etc., because they're really not serving us right now. I love this ceremony energy for the beginning of the week, because it's a lot about cleansing. It's a lot about cleansing, releasing, restoration as well, realignment, and finding more grounding and perspective around what is going on. In the beginning of the week, we have a lot of tension around what we're pushing for, what our goals are, our dreams, our desires. So again, kind of confirming that value of testing our commitment. And with this Knight of Pentacles, what I'm hearing is it's a process. Don't expect it to be done in one day. It takes time. And taking your time is okay, right? Sometimes we need to go back to the drawing board. Sometimes we need to reevaluate. Sometimes we need to do those practices of cleansing our energy. I find the best way to do this is really tapping into our health and our well-being. How are you taking care of yourself? What is the thing that's keeping you more grounded and stable? And there's a lot of practices, quick practices, easy practices that you can do in order to achieve that. Some breathing exercises, taking time to meditate, taking time to just even get with yourself, right? Journal or learn a little bit more about how you think, how you feel around what is happening. 3 of Cups energy. Spirit's asking you to look at the people that you are keeping in your company. Is it worth it? Mercury right now is in Taurus. Taurus rules our ability to feel supported in life. Are we being supported by our community, by the people that we keep community with? Or are they people that are kind of bringing us down or, putting us into a more low vibey place, sucking our energy dry, etc.? Spirit's asking you to look at those things. There is a Knight of Wands, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. I don't know, someone who's like a little bit, doesn't have your best interest at heart. Wanting to win at all costs. Keeping things from you. There is a little bit of a sneaky energy, sneaky undertone, lying, hiding. And getting pissed off if you bring it up. This is someone who doesn't like the truth. They want you to function in their own world. They might have someone who's like on their team, on their side, who's also trying to do the same thing or protect this Knight of Wands interests. King of Pentacles is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. Someone who can be very controlling, overpowering, a little stubborn at times. So the beginning of the week is showing that you're dealing with people that are in your present environment. And people that you maybe need to take a second look at. And I'm not talking about people who are supportive and you feel good and nurtured by. These are more people that you have questions about. Something doesn't seem right. You can't quite put your finger on it, but there is more underneath the surface. They want you to be in relationship with them, but then there's also this value of like, keep in line, stay in check, don't move out of the, out of the boundaries, so to speak. And you feel confused by this. I feel like you're hearing one thing from their mouth, but you're seeing evidence of another thing from their actions. And Spirit's asking you to pay attention to that. Don't just be like, oh yeah, it is whatever it is, blah, blah, blah. No, pay attention to it. Be aware. There's something around this that doesn't feel quite right for you. People who are trying to, I'm hearing that for some people, there's lies going on. They don't want you to see the truth, and so that ceremony is about them hiding it. For other people, this is about cleansing that energy, removing yourself from the hubbub, from the drama, finding a little bit more beauty and peace and calm as the week progresses, right? If we're engaging with people, places, and things that don't really resonate with us, that don't really vibe with us, we need to take that second look. Because there's something around it that just is not quite sitting right. And we see that as the week progresses with the Sun square to Saturn. We all love our ego being validated, right? We love people wanting to be around us or wanting to be with us or wanting to be a friend or lover or whatever it may be for you. But sometimes that can be a very slippery slope, right? Sometimes we get caught up into situations, relationships with people that are they really for our highest and best? And that is what you're cleansing out. That's what you're removing right now. You're starting new, starting fresh. It doesn't feel great because you want that validation. But at the same time, Spirit's saying, like, it's okay. It is coming through. And the places where you're Five of Swords, where you're being completely blocked from, where you have no access to, there's a reason. It's protection. I love that saying, what rejection is redirection. So not taking it personally. Because the way I'm seeing some of these individuals in your life, they don't have your best interests, especially if they're going to lie, especially if they're going to hide, not fully divulge the truth to you. You see this, you're seeing this, you've already seen it. You're getting confirmation as the week starts out. And then you're like, okay, I see what it is. I don't have to participate in that. I can actually choose things that make a little more sense to me and what I'm going after, who I want to be around, what I want to be involved in. Again, not getting offended by the places that, like, nothing changes. It's not meant to be that way. But it hurts. It doesn't take away the pain. It doesn't take away the places that you feel rejected or like you coulda, shoulda, woulda done something differently. Maybe a lot of hypotheticals are running through your mind. I do feel like you're trying to keep the peace, not only with other people, but within yourself. But it sucks. You know, it's not what you want. It's not fun. It's not how you envision this to go. It's the duality, yeah. And as I'm seeing this card, it reminds me how Jupiter just moved into Gemini. Gemini is a lot about duality. It's the twins, right? So we're seeing different sides of people, different sides of situations, especially as it relates to what makes us feel successful, happy, and abundant. Jupiter wants to give us the best version of our life. But in order to do that, we have to be able to see those places where it's not working out, where we're partnering up with people, places, and things that aren't really supportive, that are hiding, that don't really have our best interest at heart. Regardless of what they say, regardless of you know, how it comes across, how beautiful the words are. And yeah, you can make a choice to re-engage with that energy, but is it for your best? I feel like you know it's not. I feel like Spirit knows it's not. I feel like Spirit wants you to go in a new direction. And you know, what I'm hearing is like the more you move away from these things of the past, the easier it is going to be to claim the future. We see that especially with this Jasmine energy. Such a beautiful, this really reminds me of the Divine Feminine, of surrender, being okay if you're not accepted, being okay if it doesn't really work out and how you want it to be. I love that we're getting the honeybee as the weekend, because it is about our empowerment. It's about overcoming. Technically, the bee should not be able to fly with its body size and its tiny little wings. You know, it shouldn't be able to fly, but it does. It has the tenacity. And obviously, if you've ever been around bees, they can be very persistent, right? So having that persistence, not being ashamed, things might come to head towards the end of the week, especially if you feel like addressing some of these situations. I'm hearing some truth is going to come out regardless of whether you want it or not. Puzzle pieces are coming together, especially with Pluto in retrograde. And we want to be aware, like in terms of we don't want to just, oh yeah, that's fine, sweep it under the rug and keep moving on. It's going to loop you back into that cycle of karma. And Spirit really does not want you to be in that place. That is why things are falling apart. That is why we get the Tower with this honeybee energy. Because the more you empower yourself, the more it's going to break down the facade. The more it's going to shed light on the people, places, and things that have been working behind the scenes, not fully divulging, not being honest and truthful. And I keep hearing like Spirit is showing, has been to date, showing you signs. Yeah, totally. The Emperor, Aries energy. You might even have someone in your life who looks like this guy. I don't know why I heard that, but that will resonate for someone, right? Heart-shaped. Love heart underwear. So cute. No, but this feels, I don't know, like very King Henry to me. Like that value of thinking, feeling like you are God. Or this person, that's how I'm channeling this person. I'm not saying you because I don't get this energy from you. The energy that I get from you is more about like, okay, like I know things need to change and I'm working really hard towards this change, but I'm not seeing it. And I think, again, that kind of confirms that Pluto in retrograde. It goes back to that testing and challenging that I was talking about. Hopefully it was on this video. I've recorded this a couple times, so please bear with me. But the test of being committed to the path. Someone's going to use excuses. This Emperor. They think they can get away with it, is what I'm hearing. They feel like they have, I don't know, like enough. It's like I keep hearing that excuses. I feel like this person lied or hid something from you. It's coming out. And your job is to be able to remain balanced with the information. This is part of that test and that challenge that we were talking about. We can't control other people, right? Like we can only control ourselves. We can only control how we show up. Sometimes telling people the truth or our truth is important. Sometimes it's not, you know. Sometimes it's just knowing that this individual can't hear it. Like I said, this feels, it does definitely have a God complex to it. And not really taking into account their choices, not taking into account the way things played out and how it felt for you. We can still remain optimistic though. We're really working to move out of being sucked into the past. And it doesn't even mean that we have to be interacting with people we've cut off or whatever that looks like for us. But, you know, we can sit there and think, oh, lament about what didn't work out, what we wanted to be different, etc. Life would have been perfect if. But it was meant to go this way. And one of the most challenging things is being able to flip that perspective, knowing that it needed to happen, knowing that it needed to unfold in this way to allow you to claim your power, to allow you to find the positivity, even in the places that it felt like it couldn't happen. Because what you want is bigger than what this was offering you. And the places we find things not working, it's spirit redirecting us, right? It's spirit saying, no, like this, you can't take this, into the new timeline. I am never stuck. I love that. Don't let it defeat you. Don't let it box you in. Make you feel small, make you feel like you can't have what you want, because there's more unfolding. And even if you get information this week, it's enough to allow you to continue to pursue that unfoldment, right? To find your peace, to find your space, and to continue pressing forward. I'm ready to grow. I love that. So beautiful, collective. Yeah. All about our growth and evolution, right? That's where we find happiness and fulfillment. Maharishi Mahesh talks a lot about that. Like, ironically, stagnancy, staying in the same place, being comfortable seems like it's safe, but in actuality it's not, because life is about growth and evolution. And when we tap into that, when we understand that nothing really stays the same, we're not trying to force it square peg into the round hole. It just doesn't work. It's never worked, right? And that's why Spirit's really asking us to be aware of the people, places, and things that aren't on our side, aren't on our team. Make choices so that we can actually cleanse and purify out that energy. And then handle it like a ninja, right? I love that. Handle it like a ninja. So thank you so much for your time and energy always. I hope this reading resonated with you. Definitely drop comments below. I love to hear how it did, if so, or just be a helping hand of support. I know these things are never easy to move through, and that's why, I do the readings. So thank you for your time, energy always. I super appreciate you. Know that I'm sending all the love and blessings your way.